In this video, I'm going to share with you my 2022 goals for print on demand and show you some of the tools that I'm going to use personally to help me get those goals. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts. I've been designing and selling t-shirts online since 2005, and my channel is all about helping you to learn how to design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you want to learn how to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my 2022 goals for print on demand. I wanted to share these with you because I wanted to share with you how I make my goals. Now, you may have the same goals that I have, or you may have different goals than I have, but I think if you see the process on how I'm doing it, what kind of goals I'm making, and what kind of tools I'm going to use to help me make those goals, they can help you with your goals no matter what it is. If it's the same as my goals or if it's totally different, you can use some of these same techniques for you to get your goals in 2022. My goals this year are centered around uploading and advertising to help me gain more sales. I'm actually not going to make any goals around sales numbers, how much I'm making every month. I'm going to concentrate on the things that I have the power to change, and that is uploads. I can make as many uploads or as little uploads as I want. Whether or not somebody buys it or not is not something I can control, but I can control how many uploads I'm going to do, and I can control how much money I'm going to spend on advertising and things like that. So you do want to get more sales and get more profitable, but I think uploads are going to help with that in the long run. So I'm going to share with you my 4 upload goals for this year for 2022 and my advertising goals, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Let's get into those right now. So the first goal of mine for uploading is to upload or create more holiday designs. Now the way I'm going to do that is with the new holiday calendar that I just made for all of you. That's a free download on my Detour Shirts site. The reason why I want to do more holiday designs is that, like most of you probably, you get a lot of sales in Q4 and it's very slow during the beginning of the year, and I want to kind of level that out. So my goal is to add more holiday designs for it and hopefully get more sales in January and February and March and over the summer when it's slower. I'm doing really well on Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are doing really well for me personally, hopefully for you as well. But with the holiday calendar, hopefully I can raise all the months up, and that's the plan. So my goal is to make 20 designs a month for those holidays, 2 or 3 months ahead, like I said in the other videos. So that's my first upload goal for 2022, is to make at least 20 holiday designs each month so that I can increase my sales. So goal number 2 for me is to upload more hand-drawn designs in 2022. So the reason that I want to do that is twofold. The first being that I noticed that there's more hand-drawn designs on Redbubble that sell really well. Redbubble is a place for artists to design stuff, and I want to keep true to that by creating hand-drawn designs for Redbubble. The second is I want to make sure that I get good use of my iPad. I bought my iPad in the middle of last year, or this year in 2021, and I'm starting to use more and more the iPad. I started with this. You may have seen these things that I posted on Twitter. I'm hand lettering these on my iPad in Procreate, and so that's been really fun. And to make sure that I continue to use my iPad, I wanted to make a goal to do that. So my goal for this, to put a number with it, is to create at least one a week. So between 50 and 52, I might get a couple of weeks where I miss there. So just to have a nice round number, 50 hand-drawn designs this year in 2022 is my goal. So that may not seem like a lot when I'm doing the other ones, but I wanted to make sure that this goal is achievable. And because I haven't drawn very much in the iPad, I didn't want to make it like draw every day for 2022. I wanted to keep it something that I know I could do, and I'm pretty sure I can do one hand-drawn design in Procreate a week. So wanted to keep it low. That's my second upload goal for 2022, 50 hand-drawn designs in 2022. So my goal number 3 is to create designs with new styles. So the reason why I want to do this is I want to to learn and teach different styles. So last year I learned about cottagecore. I did some line drawing with the mountains. You might have seen that. My current style is kawaii. You've seen those, and some kind of vintage text kind of thing, you know, with the vintage sunsets and things like that. Those are my go-to styles. I can do those really easy, but I want to branch out and grow and learn different styles. So I'm going to be on the lookout to do some other styles like vaporwave and goblin core and some of those styles out there that I'm not normally used to doing. I want to stretch myself, and that would be a good thing to learn as well, so that I can teach you about it on future videos on what they are and how to do it, just to learn different things. So I'm going to keep this one kind of low as well, and I'm going to say I'm going to do 2 of these a month. So I'm only going to do 2 different art styles a month, which will be only 24 different art styles. But because it's out of my comfort zone and because it's going to take a little while to learn those different styles, I want to make sure that this goes pretty low so that I can achieve it. So that's going to be my goal for 2022 as far as new design styles, and that's just 2 a month. So my goal number 4 for uploading is to create more of what's working. Now I kind of do this already. You might have seen this kawaii dog eating ramen. I've done one with a cat. I have the dog eating pizza instead. So because that one's working, I kind of change it. But I wanted to make sure that I do it every month. So I kind of do it here and there. I want to make sure that I do this at least twice a month. I'll probably do it more, but at least twice a month I'm going to track it and make sure that I write down which one did I do, and figure out what's working, and then make more of those kinds of things. So if a mom design is working well for me, I might make more mom designs for that. And this can help with the holiday calendar and things like that. If I see something that's working, I'm going to make more of that. So I would encourage you to do that as well. I think everybody should. If you find something that works, you know, tweak it a little bit and do something just a little bit different. You're copying yourself. You have that data to know that it's working for you. You might as well do something similar and see if that's going to work for you as well. It's just a real easy one to figure out. So that's going to be my goal. Number 4, my upload goal is to upload at least 2 of those a month. And so that will be my upload goal for this one. Upload at least 2 designs that are similar to what's already working. So my last goal for 2022 as far as print on demand is to advertise more. I used advertising, Merch by Amazon advertising, or Amazon advertising for Merch by Amazon during Thanksgiving and Christmas during Q4, and it did really, really well. I got some really good sales off of it, and I want to learn more about it. So I'm going to force myself to spend more money on advertising, which will force myself to learn more about advertising to make sure I'm getting a good deal. So my cost that I'm going to spend every month is going to be at least $300 a month on advertising, and hopefully that pays off as I learn more and more how to do it. So that's basically like $10 a day. I know I can make more than $10 of profit a day on Merch by Amazon, so it's going to be a win-win anyway. So as I learn, I'm hopefully going to get more and more sales and learn how it's working. I know advertising works. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram and in my Facebook groups that use advertising, and they do really, really well. So I want to make sure in 2022 that I learn that better. And what better way to do that is to put money on it. So my advertising goal is $300 a month every month for 2022. So just to recap, these are my goals for 2022. Now you don't have to have the same goals that I do. These are just my goals. You might want to do your goals around something different kinds of uploads. Maybe you don't have advertising right now, so you might want to do something else. But this is my goals for 2022. And overall, I want to upload more. So you can see bottom there, I have about 207,000 live products on Merch by Amazon, and I want to get that to 500,000 live products. So I'm going to keep track of that as well, how many live products I have. So I'm going to keep track of how many designs I have on Amazon, as well as for Redbubble, TeePublic, and other pod sites like that. So I wanted to share one more thing, or a couple of little things that I'm going to do to help me get to my goals. And you know, if you go to my downloads page, you've seen I do a lot of these free downloads, these PDFs. One of the things I have there is to keep track of your uploads every day for a month. I'm going to also do one for uploads of the year. So I'm going to create an upload calendar month by month where I can keep track of my live designs for different pod sites. So I made this right here that you can see. Hopefully it helps you. I'm going to put it in my downloads too if that's useful for you. So another thing that I'm going to do for my personal goals is to track it. And this is a sheet that I made for my goals for 2022. You can make one for yourself. You can either do it in Affinity Designer, you can do it on Canva, you can just write it on a piece of paper. So the things that I like about this one is I'm tracking 20 holiday designs, right? That's my goal. So as I do it every month, I can cross it out. So I'm kind of gamifying it. I'm doing it so I have some way to track it. And this actually really helps you make your goals. So if you have a sheet like this of your goals, of the different things that you want to do each month, and you make it in little boxes where you can check it off and write down things, this will really help keep track of what you want to do every month so that you make sure that you do it this month and the next month and the next month and the next month until the end of the year and get your goals. So chunk out your goals from a whole year to month by month or day by day, whatever works well for you. I like doing it month by month, and then that way I can check it off. But whatever you do, just make sure to keep track of it. Have a way to gamify it. Make sure you check off things. Make sure you write down things and things like that. So this will make a good reminder if you keep this by your desk, what you need to do each month to get your goals for the year. So again, make goals on things that you actually can complete, that you have control over. I have control over how many things I'm going to upload. I have control over how much money I'm going to spend on advertising, right? So that's why those goals right there. You can also write down things like how much you made during the month, but don't make that a goal or something that, you know, it should be more flexible because you don't have really control over that. It's nice to have, say that I'm going to make this much money every month, but if you don't make it, it's no big deal because you don't have that much control over it. But for uploads, for example, you do have control over that. So there's a difference between those. So hopefully you like this video and these things. Make sure that you make your own if that's helpful for you. And if this video was helpful for you, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to like it. And if you're not subscribed to this channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. Before I leave, I wanted to ask a question of the day, and my question of the day is related to goals, and I wanted to know, what are your goals for 2022? Leave those in the comments, and thanks again for watching this video. If you want to see more videos to help you with print on demand, make sure to click on these videos right here, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.